like, okay, here we go with the surveys. Now people want to get to know me. I'm a very private person.
I don't think I want to do this. That survey is kind of, long and tedious.
The first day, I thought it was gonna be kind of slow dragging, you know how classes are. But it ended up being very informational.
It seemed like the questions repeat themselves, and I'm thinking, okay, they're trying to catch me in a trick bag.
They got me to open up, tell them some interesting things about myself that I don't really tell people. So it was, at first it was that, and then it wound up being okay.
It's enlightening. It makes you think.
To me, all the while that I was taking it, I was thinking, this is like an intervention.
It's an opportunity to vent and, talk to other people that may have the same problems or the same struggles as you.
Tipping to me is paying it forward. Self-awareness. We all have to play a part of in self-awareness. Thinking about things before you do them, or having a different mindset about things that you didn't have before. The awareness of what you can do and what you cannot do.
Various obstacles that are in the way in order to define yourself and see yourself going further.
What's holding you back, and then it helps you identify that a lot of what's holding you back may even be your own personal struggles, within yourself.
You have certain barriers, right? And how does overcoming them make me a better person throughout my day, throughout my week, throughout my year, throughout my life?
To be honest, I'm my own barrier.
My barriers, sometimes I'm not self-confident in myself.
My own barrier, I feel like, was that I didn't have a lot of people around me to really, tell me what to do, which steps to take, and this is a program you should look into, and this is somebody you should talk to, and if you want to be a nurse, then you should do this and take these classes. I didn't have those kind of people around me until recently. I could have been somebody by now if I would have had somebody around me that known. So a lot of stuff I did was just trial and error.
I've been moving too much, and I'm adding on these different projects, and I can't even get close to them because I never set that time apart as like, I'm gonna get it done. And when I do set a time apart, I never get it done. Time and patience, like having patience with things. Like life goes on every day. Different things are gonna knock you off your square, but it's about thinking before acting.
You can think that one thing is a barrier, but if you actually sit, think about it, talk about it like we do, that's not the barrier. You're your own barrier.
I'm at a standstill. I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for trying to move on.
Do you think you knew you were lost?
I think I did, because I knew I wanted something, but I just didn't know how to go about getting it or who to talk to about it. So yeah, in the beginning you definitely know you lost. You just know what you want, but you don't know how you gonna get there.
So it's kind of like, I never sat back and think about my bearings. Like, what is holding me back? What is hindering me from moving step for step? Why I'm not doing the things that I truly want to do.
Family, friends. That's basically, I came home and I told one of my friends, about it, and I said, I just realized that I have goals and I haven't did anything, and I'm going to do XYZ,
What can I do different? What are my next steps?
I get all type of feedback, and it ain't good feedback. Her next words, well, I'll let you tell your grandson. I only have one grandchild. I'll let you tell your grandson that, which keeps you bound, And you probably can look at that as a barrier, but it's a good barrier, but still, it stops that goal.
I had learned some stuff up in this last week. It's a certain time that my energy is up, and it's a certain time that my energy go down. And when it go down, you can't get nothing out of me. But if you catch me in that high note where all my energy is high, you're going to get a whole lot.
Okay, now that we got that part out, now we realize it's you. You know, what's the hope actions? Like, what's next? How do we correct the behavior? You know, and so that's where the hope action comes in. You know, because what are you going to do different?
I still have hope. And my hope is not for me.
To me, hope action is hoping that it goes all well, you know.
Hoping for the best out of people, persons.
Sort of like faith. You know, you can tie the two together.
Hope is help to me. Help. You want people to help if they can.
Because it's all like faith. It's the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen.
I have a son right now. He's going into his second year of college. He's a football player. He pre-law. I'm hoping he just go and keep it moving.
Will I be going back to work? You know, you don't want to be stuck in a slump where, oh, I'm never going back to work. You want to think of things that's going to be like, okay, yeah, I am going to go back to work. I'm going to do ABC to make sure that those steps lead me back to that.
That's all I focus on. That's my hope for my kids to be okay. If something was happening to me, for them to be okay. I don't want him to stop. I don't want him to... If it takes 4 years of college, then next year for law school, keep going. Don't stop. Because if you stop, you stop. And I don't want you to stop because I never stop for you.
Forgiveness letter.
We didn't share the forgiveness letter.
Yeah, we did that.
Until you can actually see it, that forgiveness letter doesn't happen.
And I was trying to like go against the grind of eternity. Like something gonna happen. I'm the one in control. I'm the one with the power. I'm the boss of me and everything else. And God said, no, I'm finna show you.
Before my mom passed in 2009, so you about to make me cry too. I didn't talk to my dad for like 10 years.
I had experienced some stuff in life that I could not handle, and I was like, this cannot be real. Somebody put some voodoo on me or something. My face had broke out so bad. Like big old, I can't even explain it. It was, I couldn't even go outside because I was so embarrassed about it. And I just remember looking up in the ceiling and I was like, if you real, show yourself. Clear my face. In that minute, God started showing himself. He started connecting me to people who I need to listen to. People I should vent out to.
On her deathbed, she told me whatever you have against your dad, to let it go. And I did. And now I have a great relationship with my father. He's the best. He wasn't the best dad, but he's the best grandparent in the world for my kids. And I had to let it go. And when I wrote the hope letter, I wrote it to my dad.
My face got cleared. My face got cleared like I didn't even know that it was fine. Until somebody like, you so pretty. You ain't finna have no other baby, is you? And I was like, no. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, wait a minute. My face was cleared up.
He went through a lot in his life. Now he's a pastor. And I just hope he continues to just be there for me. Regardless of what, because I'm going to be there for him.
So I had came to God boldly and I was like, reveal me to me. What is it that I'm supposed to be doing, Lord? He started revealing me to me. And let me tell you, I didn't like it.
It's easy to put the blame on somebody else, right? And everybody else is like, hey, I don't know what you're talking about, I ain't do it. But the minute you have to check yourself, look in the mirror, face yourself, then you can begin to forgive, you can begin to heal, you can begin to move on.
I was like, just take me out. I'm not a good person, just take me out. Just go ahead and finish me because I can't fix what I already had broken. I can't put it back together. So I asked God to give me a spirit of forgiveness. He gave me a spirit of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not an easy thing for many people. It's not even good for me. But it's a voice come to my mind. Remember, I forgave you.
The moment I started forgiving myself, even like stuff I did in my past, the moment I started forgiving myself for those things, I just started becoming a better person. Because you walk in unforgiveness, it's like heavy. You're not even operating at full capacity because you're too overweight with stuff that probably you even had no control over in your past. You just made bad decisions. But the minute you start letting that stuff go and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I didn't treat you right. You right? I didn't treat me right. I'm sorry, I didn't do what was best for you. That is when it can all begin to line up for you.